Board directors, chief executive officer, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for making me your chief guest this morning. I came to open the legal aid office in 90, and after this I'll be on the way to open the new legal aid office in Rakiraki to help provide legal services to the rural areas, especially to those that can afford high legal fees from lawyers. But I want to tell you, in the legal aid office this morning, on the invitation of the Attorney General, they didn't give me a salu salu. So thank you for
however the events of today,
thank you ladies for thinking of me and providing me with a salu salu. Not that I wanted one salu salu from the legal aid office, but it was nice. It was a nice gesture from you. I told this story once. I don't know if some of you may have heard of this before, but I went to the opening of the new archives. Well, that was about 2-3 years ago. The new archives in Suba, the new building. And because I wanted to come back to the office, it was opening at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was worried about having a salu with a lot of oil, because that's what the ladies in the villages always do. They dip them in oil before they plunk it over your head. So I asked Lieutenant Colonel Lewedi, who was then PS for information, if there was going to be a salu salu. He said, yes, protocol dictates that you have a salu salu. So I was, because of my worries, I asked, is there a chief that is going to be there? Is there a chief there now? He said, yes, the Tusuba is here. So I said, well, when I come in, I would like my salu salu, because I don't want it to stay in my shirt to go to the Tuisuba. And of course, everything went well as protocol dictates. There's a couple of kamunanga for the opening of this, the Galungolobi, the Wakamamada, and opening of that. And when the lady came in, the young girl came in with a salu salu, she headed straight for the Tuisuba. Tuisuba looked at her. As she came in with the salu salu, she put it over the Tuisuba. And Tuisuba started to look at me in a very funny way, which I didn't at all like, because it was very uncomfortable for me. And then I said, if anyone has to have a salu salu this morning here, it has to be the Tuisuba, because he owns this peninsula. And then the Tuisuba started to smile. Anyway, after the function, but 2 weeks later, the Tuisuba turned up in my office with some members of his Matangali. I wanted to find some answers about some land issues. On their way out, he was the last one out. And Tuisuba and me have been friends for a number of years. Just as we exited the office, I pulled his stool and I said, Tuisuba. He said, what? I said, how about the salu salu? He said, who wants the salu salu? I want the tambua. Pay rise aside, members of the AFL, I just want to thank you all for the wonderful work that you've done for Fiji, especially the tourism industry, in the last couple of years. As the CEO has said, it's exciting times ahead for all of us, especially with the developments and the reforms that we are putting in place in the next 12 months. I've heard about the concerns raised by a few of you, or maybe a lot of you, that there's been no pay rise since 1999. And I hope this pay review by Hayes Company will have solved these issues to bring those below 15,000 and especially those below 10,000 up to the level that we were comfortable with. And so I was very happy to endorse the recommendation by Hayes and, of course, the chair and your minister, the Minister for Public Enterprise. And you will continue to hear this over the last few weeks, over the last years, and in the next couple of years, before, of course, we have election. but you will continue to hear this in the budget, next year's budget, which I will announce next week, and the 2014 budget of how we try to bring everybody up to par. In other words, we want to have a close look at those people in the rural areas, those who are poor, those who are vulnerable, those who deserve a little bit of assistance from the rest of us, so that we can all enjoy a wonderful life here in Fiji. Thank you and enjoy your Christmas.
Wow.